Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Trissy. I wanted to do this video real quick because we were having a conversation on Twitter. Twitter is literally my only friends. Okay, so I have a lot of conversations on Twitter. But we were having a conversation on Twitter and we were talking about what's like the difference between a college and an apprenticeship and a trade and what you should do. Personally, I'm all for apprenticeships if you're young and you're like a kid and don't have bills and you have that time to waste. Like if you're in high school, go do an apprenticeship. Otherwise, spend the money and go to either college or trade school. That's my opinion on that. My opinion is my opinion, but I just personally, I don't get the purpose of, although you're learning from somebody, I just, that whole I'm gonna make half the money type of thing, I'm not really into all that. And then also it just takes a lot longer. I'm like, all right, I want to get this done and get to the next step. So that takes me to like my first thing real quick. I just want to make it quick. The first thing is just really knowing what you need to go to school for, what you need financially. Well, not even that. First of all, back up. What is your dream? What is your dream job? What is it that you want to do? Whatever your ultimate job is, that is what you write down and you start working your way back. Or if you could get straight to that, go straight to it. You know what I mean? Like break down your steps. Do you mind? Yeah. Come here. Come here. Come here, mommy. No, if I just kept ignoring her, she would keep going off. Come here. Oh my goodness, mommy wants me. Say hi, mommy. Okay. She don't like being on camera. She gets so irritated if I try to while I'm filming. Anyway, so, all right. First things first, know what you want to go to school for. If you know like exactly you want a specific degree, why do you want that degree, and know exactly like what jobs you can do, like all that, break it down. So my thing, I just want to pretty much give you like the pros and cons, because everybody's thing is like, I can't tell you what is going to be perfect for you. It's like, if you're a hands-on learner, I would highly suggest like a trade school for something. If you are like, no, I want a degree in this and I know I want to do that, that's that would be like college, and like there's certain things you need to be prepared for college. So myself, a little history. Where do I begin? I started working at 13. I was a babysitter. Then I started working at Burger King. Then I went to Taco Bell. Then I left Taco Bell in 2 hours because Taco Bell was dirty back in the day. Then I was like at Annie Ann's. Then I got into retail. Then I became a pimp. Then then I became a CNA. Then I was a CNA, and that like changed my whole career perspective, honestly, because I shifted into a different pay wage. Like as a pimp, I mean, I was making a lot of that change, but when it became to working, I was making a little bit more, and I was like, like I got my CNA because I got the license, and that was one of those things. It was like a paid to train. So there's a difference between like an apprenticeship and a paid to train too, by the way. Like an apprenticeship isn't as much. That's more like you're with somebody, there's differences. But a CNA license would be considered a trade. Like you can go to a trade school and get them. I just happened to get mine through a nursing home that I was working, like, going to work in. All right. And that's like options. But anyway, so that's where I was. I had went to college when I first got out of high school. I did go to college. It did not work for me. I was nowhere near mentally prepared for what I was going to deal with. My own personal opinion is that just wait until you're like 22, 23 to go to college, and no, because I don't condone the whole like, let's just go out and party shit. Honestly, it's a trap. It's a complete trap. Everybody's like, you gotta have that time. You don't need to have that time. I'm telling you right now, you will fucking survive if you don't live pissed, drunk, black the fuck out for a few years. I'm telling you right now, because you're gonna make some of the dumbest mistakes of your life, and they're not always shit you can come back from. It's not even just like drinking and driving. Like the drinking and driving and getting into accidents and things like that. Like that's a whole nother topic for another day. But when it comes to college, mentally, you take on a completely different workload than high school because it's all on you. Your teacher just is like, here, I'm going to tell you shit. Here's your due dates, and I'll see you when you do it. Like, you can get, there's something on my hat. You can get good professors that are on you, but say you go for like online schooling and things like that. Myself, I'm going for online. That is something to take in consideration. It's a big load. And also you just take that break. Like, don't take the year to go party break. Take like the years to go live my life, go travel, go do something, you know? You're about to take out a lot of loans to go to fucking school. Yo, take some time and like get your life together, honestly. And you'll probably 9 times out of 10, my nose is itching. You might actually change what you want to do. It's surprising because when I went to school the first time, I went for psychology, and I couldn't handle like the school, but then I was like, I can't, I'm not gonna be a psychologist then, it's over. But I could never let that go. Like, I was like, I need to be a psychologist. Like, I need to do this because and no matter what else I did, I was still somebody's therapist. So I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So yeah, anyway. So now, the pros of going to a trade school, one of them is just, it is a lot more faster. It's hands-on. Sometimes it can weigh out a little bit cheaper. You have more opportunity to like kind of freelance while you're in school, being a hairstylist. I know they don't say that you do this. You know, don't take my license, but you do it. And then you also, like, you can make a little bit more money as well. You know what I mean? Having like, I went to this school and also having that on your thing. Like, when you go to a good hair school or a good school that teaches whatever it is, I don't know, like auto mechanic, whatever, you know, like you have that on there. Now that also, what was I gonna say? Oh, and like you can expand too. Like, you're able, like with me as a cosmetologist, I'm able to do hair, I can do nails, I can do makeup. I'm like a licensed makeup artist. So then I also am a barber. I just can't use a razor. And then what's the other thing? Oh, an esthetician. So those are like 5 things. I don't know. I lost track. That's that many things that I can do with just that license that I spent $20,000 on. But like, it's money well spent because it was something for me personally. Cosmetology was like something, it was just a given, and I for some reason was not doing it because like I have arthritis. It was like my hands can't handle it, and it was proven right. I only was able to work for a little bit as a cosmetologist, but I also was like, next step, let me just go get my teaching license. As a teacher, not only can I teach cosmetology, I could teach pretty much anything. Like, there's, you know, if you want like a teaching in a school and things like that, that comes with that. But like, I can make online courses now. I can work in like youth groups and things like that. Like, I now understand how lesson plans are structured and things. You get it? And it helps out a lot with pretty much really like a life. Like, becoming a teacher was like probably the biggest thing. I'm technically not, because the school robbed me and I gotta open up a fraud case against them. But once I handle that and have my license, I'll be technically a teacher. But the knowledge is something that like, it's not gonna go away. I learned it. I got my little book right here that I still be like getting into if I need something. So can't wait till I take them to court and then I'm like, I actually know what the fuck I learned, so I want my license. Other side. Now, college. Now, here's the thing: is like college, it's longer. Period. It's longer, right? I had made a comment where somebody was like, "It's like 4 years. Like, you're wasting all that time on your bachelor's." No, you're not. That bachelor's, like, a bachelor's means a lot, and it's not even just like this whole status thing. You really, like, you learn so much. Like, that really means a lot. And the thing is, if you don't know what the fuck you're going to school for, or you're just there, you're not going to want to do it. You're not going to want to finish it out. Like, now I want to go for my psychology degree because I'm like, yo, I want this shit. Like, I'm about to take psychology or social media this summer. Listen, I'm going to be annoying as fuck. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm gonna be annoying because I'm gonna be sitting here like studying everybody. That's what I do now on social media all day. I just watch y'all and then I say shit and I wait and I be like, "Ooh, I knew I would get that response. Let's see." Okay, like, I'm really a whole weirdo. No. So anyway, college, it is more respected. It's longer education. It does cost more. These are cons of college, by the way. I'm gonna do pro, con, and then the cons of trade school and the pros of college. So you have cost more, it's more discipline. It takes a lot more discipline on your personal, and it's more job opportunities. Now, also, for me personally, my thing was like not being prepared was a con for college. Now, I would say like there are opportunities. So it's more like I wasn't prepared like with the support group around me. Nobody else went to college. I was like the first one in my family, you know, to go. I have like one other cousin, but it's not like that close. So it's like out of my close cousin, I'm like the first one to go. So there was nobody to tell me what it was going to be like, what to expect, anything. Like, I am the studious person in my family, so it was like nobody else could, they didn't know what they're just like, oh, good job. Like, they still are like that. Like, they still can't grasp like how much it really is, except like my other cousin that goes to school. So like, it's listen, when you don't have somebody to tell you, it's hard. So if you're going and you're like me and you're gonna go to college and you're gonna be the first in your family to do it, utilize that fucking school. Like, for real, get close with your counselors, with your advisors, because it's gonna make it so much easier to have somebody that understands how emotionally invested you truly are, but also like your background, to be able to say like, damn, she probably doesn't understand this, or maybe she doesn't know this, and to take that extra step. So you have to build that, otherwise you're gonna like really stress yourself out. If I knew how easy it was before, I would have been able to do it, but I didn't know like really how much studying actually goes into college. Like, now I'm like, I know how much, I'm prepared for it. Same thing, like papers and things. I was whiplash when I got them papers. I said, what the fuck? She want me to write a what? And what the hell is a Apple what? Apple format? What the fuck is Apple format? Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's a lot that comes with it. That is one of the cons, is like, just if you're not prepared, it's going to be so hard. So prepare yourself mentally. And if you are doing it along, reach out to your classmates and build a study group and get yourself in that. Like, if you can't go off to college and say you're at home, like I was in community college, so that was like the harder thing. I was at home and had the freedom to like go out and really just turn up without the constant reminder, because nobody else around me was in school. So it was like, oh, fuck it. Like, I didn't, it took a while before my friends were like, no, you got school tomorrow. That's another thing, is you're like taking yourself there. Excuse me. Same thing with the trade school as well, though. With trade school, like, they're not going to chase you. College and trade school, they're not going to chase you. Now, an apprenticeship, yeah, you can get paid while you're doing it and paid on training. That is something. But if you're going for something for your education and you truly care, deep into your education, please understand that nobody is going to beg you to be there. Period, point blank. They will get paid whether you're there or not. So read the fine print. Sorry if my phone shook. So now the cons of like trade school is basically you're paying by the hour. So that's why they will still get paid, because whether you attended for an hour at a certain point, they still get paid for them hours. I'm not going to tell y'all how much I ended up paying over. And also the schedule could be a little bit more exhausting. Now, like college, you could take like 2 classes and have them, just like 2 times a week or whatever, whatever the schedule is, and have time. That is more, when I was in cosmetology, it's like, what was it, Tuesday through Saturday? That shit was exhausting. I'm not going to lie. I personally would never, when I open up my school, I'm not going to have that kind of schedule. Absolutely not. Because it was so draining as a student, and I was married. I had bills. I got like family. I had all kinds of shit. That shit was tiring. So I could only imagine somebody who had kids and things, like, know that. Be prepared for it. Is this schedule. To be honest, like, that's the hardest thing for myself about like cosmetology school. Now, I don't know if you want to be a mechanic or things. I'm assuming I'm probably talking to a lot of girls. That's why it's like, fuck it. But yeah, like, if you want to be a mechanic, not even, because my husband's a barber, and his hours, even though he's in jail, his hours are still very long and every single day he is in school from such and such time. Like, now he's done with the program, he's like, whew, that shit was tiring. But it was something that he loved and something that he liked, that you like go through it, so if it's not what your heart is, don't waste the time, don't waste the money, to be honest. And then the pros of college is you're paying by a credit, which is like, you're not paying so much hourly. You still have like attendance and you have GPA requirements and things like that. But I feel like it's like your money is a little more structured as long as you pass the course, I guess, if that makes sense. Also, like, you have the opportunity for online learning, which trade schools, I don't know if there's like anything online that you could do, but that I know of, I'm not probably wrong, maybe there's something, but I don't think there's anything like online. Now, as far as college, you could do online learning. I'm highly suggesting Capella University. Just started with them and I like them. They're very, like, that's a whole nother video, but they're very this is what you have to do. And during your orientation, they're making sure you understand everything you have at your hands, even though you're an online learner, like your tutoring, your advisors, everything. And this time around, I'm like, me and Paige be on the phone. I'll be like, hey girl, what you doing? She'd be like, nothing. I'll be like, all right, so I got a question. What does this mean? Like, you know, like, I'm on it this time around. And then also, like, yeah, you have a community. Your schedule is way flexible, whether you're in college or you're like, or whether you're on campus or you're online. You have a good flexibility in your schedule. And then the support from the school, you know, like, if you're in college, you got a lot of people around you. It's just choose your friends wisely. I run into a lot of kids that they just, why are y'all friends with these people? Don't be friends with people that don't make you happy. Put it that way. If you don't make me happy, don't be forced. It's not high school anymore. Put it that way. Put it that way. I say that a lot. Put it that way. So basically the things that you need to focus on is really like why you want to go to school. What is your ultimate goal? What are your finances? And your finances now, what are your finances? Are you dead broke? Do you have the time to be in school? Not even that. Like, I'm one of those, this is really bothering me. Okay. I go to school like it's nobody's business. That's just my thing. I love education. So for me, like, if I'm dead broke, like right now, I just still make sure that if I'm going to go to school, I need to still make money. So how am I going to make money? How am I going to make money off of what the fuck I'm learning? Like, when I was in cosmetology school, girl, listen, I was outside they was like, y'all not doing hair outside of school, right? Bitch, bye. No. They like, make sure y'all just charging for product. I'm like, $100 and something for her foils. Fuck you. It's like, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, and then funding for school, whether you're getting financial aid, whether you're getting, student loans, outside loans, scholarships, all of that. I did not realize how many scholarships there actually are for people who are not like fresh out of high school. I always felt like that was only if you were like a sports athlete. For some reason, I don't know why. But yeah, so scholarships, looking into them, making sure you're getting them early on, and then really like your independency of like pushing yourself to go to school. That is the biggest thing to take into consideration. And also how you're going to further your education no matter what it is that you go. Always think of what your next step is. Like, you might be like, I just want my bachelor's. I'm telling you now, you're going to want your master's, because you're going to be at a bachelor's and be like, I mean, I got my bachelor's or whatever, but maybe I'm going to go, like, yeah, you want to do it. So yeah, furthering your education. Like, when I went for cosmetology, I knew I'm going to get my teaching license. Once I had my teaching license, I could teach. And that was another thing. I want to open up my own salon in school later in life. So that was like something I was like, I need to make sure I have this on me. I had one more thing. Oh, it was basically about like license stacking. So like I said, for my cosmetology license, I'm an esthetician, I'm a barber, nails, hair, and all of that. But then when I go get my teaching one, I'm able to teach, and now like I'm technically a teacher, you know, I can do tutoring, I can do all of that. So that comes with that, and it helps you a lot, because now when I'm like, all right, my steps were in place to literally go from cosmetology to my teaching, and then I was like, you know what, I really like, I need to finish this degree, I need to do it. Like, I will not feel like I've accomplished anything if I didn't. Hey, why are you dying? I wouldn't feel like I accomplished anything if I didn't. So it was really important for me to be like, okay, I'm going to go back and get my like psychology degree. I was going to go get my associates. Thank God I found Capella, because Capella, I can do it in like a little over a year. I'll probably have my bachelor's, to be honest, on their flex path. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, like they have a flex path, and you can go and you can finish school quicker. You can stretch it out your 4 years. You can get it done in 1.5. You can get it done in 2. It's all about your pace. But knowing like that I'm doing that, I'm like, what's my next step out of that? I told my husband, I might as well knock on the 3 years, finish out law school. You were like, I'm just saying, if we can't get you a good and adequate lawyer. It's like, nah. All right. Anyway, hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, because I'm about to just start uploading videos. I was gonna do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's just not me. Like, I just upload videos when I feel like it. and getting some content out there. I'm gonna talk more. Let me know in the comments if you want other things on school. Obviously, like, I'm a professional student, you heard? Give me some ideas on things I could talk about, study tips, different games that you want to play. Like, I play games at home by myself to study shit. I'm a complete weirdo. I don't care. But all right, so peace out.